Holy shit! Whoa! Hey, get out of here! Get out of here! All right, FishAholics, welcome back to another video. It's about 4:30-ish, 4:45 right now, and we've got a run and gun because the time is of the essence. Probably got about 2 hours left of daylight, and I just took a look at the water, and there is a ginormous bass blitz going on, and it's pretty far out. The only way to really catch them and get on them is to get out there in the kayak. And since we don't have a lot of daylight left, we got a time crunch, so we got to get geared up, get out there, and do this as quick as possible. Let's do it. All right, we made it to the water. Looks really good, and about way in the distance, probably about a half mile, there was a massive school of fish feeding on top. It looks like they either pushed a little bit further or they went down, but we're gonna just launch the kayak. It's a beautiful evening, a little bit of a swell coming in, but very little wind. Earlier this morning it was blowing like really hard, like 20 miles an hour out of the northeast, or the whole week actually it's been blowing like really hard out of the northeast. So today is finally the first like calmer, nicer day that we can salvage and get out there in the kayak and hopefully get some fish. So let's switch over to the head cam, get out there, see what we can find. All right, we made it out. Wasn't too bad. Got a little wet, but the thing about early fall is this water is still really warm, probably upper 60s. Let's turn on the hook 4. Switch over to the drive. I had to replace this idler cable recently. Looks pretty good. Hopefully the drive performs well. All right, rudder's down. Drive is in. Let's get after it. Now, Stripers is on the menu, but we still haven't caught an Albie yet this season. And this has kind of been the area where Albies have first made appearance this season, and this is where they've kind of been hanging around. Earlier today, I tried surf fishing some of my regular Albie haunts, and it's been dead. There's like no real sign of Albies. But here there's been a lot. Guys in the boats have been doing well. Guys in the kayaks really hadn't had a chance to get out. I haven't had a chance to get out in a while, but today might be the day. All right, so it's 5:15. We made relatively good time getting out here. I guess we'll just start off trolling around a FishAholic finback shad in 5 to 10 feet of water. If we see some Albies popping on top, of course, then we're gonna probably stop. And we've got Hoagie epoxy tied on, and we'll try that. I do have egg floats and flies, but you know what? I just realized I forgot the egg floats in the truck, which an egg float and fly is a really hot bait for Albies, especially when they're finicky. But the water's a little dingy. It's not like super clear. We might, holy crap, there's waves breaking way out here. Kind of a big swell. I think there's a storm a little bit south of us offshore, creating a little bit of a heave. Whew. Whoa, just had something pop right behind me. I don't know if that was an Albie or a striper, but it was a fish. Oh, just got bit right there. Getting bit again. Someone's following it in. What the heck is this? Oh, fish on the shad. All right, pretty sweet. What the heck is it? Oh, it's a little bluefish. Not what I want. But what I saw pop on the surface, I don't think that was a bluefish. It looked bigger and wider. Throw the Hoagie epoxy. twitch it across the surface. Might get them to hit it. Could blind cast some albies. If they could just be sitting here, not popping on top, feeding on whatever bait is in here. There's something right there. Just popped on top. That sounded like a bass. There's fish popping all around me out here. Oh, fish on. What do we got? Whew. We got a light leader, like 20 pound, and 10 pound Power Pro. So I'll just play this bluefish nice and easy. Nice little cocktail. If I was gonna eat a bluefish, this would be the one to eat. What's up, buddy? Ate the pink and silver hoagie epoxy. All right, well, I was gonna throw on another shad, but we'll just rig this shad on this jig head, and I think we might throw a top water, especially if there's some blues in the area. We're just gonna sacrifice our shads otherwise. So snip that off like that. All right, let's try this little popper. You know what, there's actually, oh, there's a swirl. There's like a whole lot of fish on top, up tide a little bit. See that? Oh, there he is. That might be a bass. Hit like a bass. Didn't take long. Whew. Pulling pretty good. Yeah, there we go, a little striper. There we go. Not a bad way to start off the kayak outing. There it goes. Hell yeah. Marking some fish on the bottom too. A whole lot of fish here still popping around me. They're not really blitzing, just busting on probably whatever bait is left over. Oh, there he is again. Immediate. This might be a bluefish though. Holy shit! Whoa! Hey, get the hell, get out of here! Get out of here! Whoa! That scared the heck out of me. Big seal tailing me, trying to grab this striper. Whew. Hope you guys saw that on camera. That was insane. Dang, these stripers have something trying to eat them at every end. It's crazy. I'm gonna pedal out a little bit further. Wouldn't be surprised. This seal might be following me. Look at that little tiny mini blitz. Go back, buddy, get to the bottom. That was crazy. That was the closest I've ever had a seal come to me in the kayak. Whew. I got the adrenaline flowing. That thing was massive. Probably like 500 pounds. This thing was ginormous. I think I just spotted some albies. Oh, there's one right there. That's a good sign. Albies, blues, and bass here. Oh, there's a bite. Don't know what that was. Oh, there's a nice one. Whoa. All right, good, he fell off. Whew. This wave spooked me out a little bit. I'm gonna go out a little bit deeper. I'm getting a little close to shore in shallow water, and these swells are getting pretty steep. Looks like we got quite a few birds working out this way, like our 12 o'clock, and looks like typical albie feeding, but like more of them. Inside this cove here, there's some, but just not a whole lot. Ooh, we got a lot of albies out here. Oh yeah. Come on, one's definitely gonna hit this. Come on, come on, come on. Here, I got one tail in it. There he is. That's an Albie. Yeah, boys! Little one, but it's an Albie. I had to work it really fast. He doesn't even know he's hooked yet. Oh, come on, Stan. No, it's a bluefish. Oh, man, come on. There's so many Albies popping around me. Like, without a question, I thought it was going to be an Albie. Dang it, son. Blue's feeding with the Albies. There he goes. All right, we're gonna force ourselves to put the rod down for like 5-10 minutes, and we're gonna pedal into the sun. Can't really see what's going on over there, but I can see a couple boaters, and that was the direction of where like that giant blitz we saw before we launched was headed. So there could be a giant feeding frenzy going on over there, and there's a ton of birds over here at like 1-2 o'clock. But over there could be something massive going on. I can't even see it because of the sun. So we're just gonna take a little ride. While I'm pedaling, I'm also gonna kind of kill two birds with one stone. I'm gonna cut off this Hoagie epoxy. I think it's a little bit too big of a presentation. We're gonna throw on this little 1/2 ounce crippled herring. There's a fish. That might be a bigger bass. Oh yeah. Something a little nicer. Or a bigger bluefish. Whew. Going crazy right there. Oh yeah. Got a keeper size fish on the popper. Sick. Hopefully the seal doesn't take this one. We gotta get him, we gotta get him. We got him. Whew. Nice, beautiful fish. All right, so the bites slowed down quite a bit. The last like 30-40 minutes has been really sporadic. We've kind of just been pedaling around, and the fish, you know, are popping up over there, going down, popping up over there, going down. So they've kind of thinned out a little bit, or maybe they've just gone down, and you see the sun is going down and just about to kiss that horizon. And typically when the fish feed like this, I find sometimes right up until that sun kisses the horizon, it kind of gets slow. It slows down a little bit, and then once we start approaching dusk, these fish may come back up for one more final assault. So they're kind of just gathering the troops right now, and I hope they come back up, and absolute pandemonium breaks loose. Oh yeah, they're popping back up closer to shore. This is what I was hoping, and it's a massive school. Oh yeah, you can just see the water start to ripple differently than you know, the surrounding water, and then you start seeing fish popping, and you know, it's an obvious sign there's fish there. Oh, there he is. Looks like a decent one. No, it's a giant bluefish. Oh my gosh. What is going on? I did not expect this. Go figure, I was complaining about the little bluefish before. Now I'm having a blast hooking this surprise giant. Gator blues. Heck yeah. He's like a small gator compared to the other blues we were catching. It's a gator. There he is. Let go, buddy. Let go. He's not even hooked on this one side. He's just holding on to it. Oh, blues. Don't worry, guys. I got pliers. Needle nose. You can't leave the shore without. Okay. Here he goes. Let's get back on him. That blue broke one of the hooks. Figured. Oh, they're tailing it. They're following it. Oh, that was awesome. That was an epic hit. What is this? Is this a striper? or a blue? I have no clue. Hit it like a psycho though. Little striper. That was awesome. All right, not a bad fishy. Oh, come on, back. That was awesome. Is this an Albie? This might be an Albie. That thing took off like crazy. No, it's a bluefish. Oh man, that got me stoked for a second. That was pretty awesome, even though it's a blue. He's pulling good too. There he is. Holy crap, get out of here. Jeez. The seal's following me. Oh, freaks me out every time. That seal was probably hanging out underneath me. I'm surprised I didn't mark him, but he knows I'm catching fish. Whew. Whew. There he is, right over there. Look at the size of that thing moving through the water. Whew. Well, I could see adrenaline pumping, especially after catching the fish like that. I could see adrenaline going enough, and then the giant seal pops up again, and it still gives me the heebie-jeebies. But that sun is down below the bluffs, so I guess we'll start working our way back. We got about a 3/4 mile of a pedal back, and maybe we'll find some more fish. If we don't, you know, I'm happy. We caught a lot of fish. Definitely could stay out later, probably even fish in the dark if we really wanted to. But you know, once we lose the filmable daylight, I'll probably get out of here. I'm hungry, get some grub. But yeah, I got a nice solid pedal back. Hopefully we stumble upon some more fish. Just made it all the way back pretty much, and we've got fish swirling around under the surface. Looks really promising. A little more swelly here though. That's why I kind of tried to avoid it. I tried to avoid this area before. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. You hit it on the top of the wave. Oh, it's a bluefish. Jeez, this is getting intense. Oh my God. All right, we're getting out of here. That was way too close for comfort. That wave literally broke right behind me. Oh, jeez. And I think most of these fish jumping here are all blues anyway. Saw like a few jumping out of the water. I'm sure there's some bass, but it's not worth risking getting tossed and turned and flipped over. We gotta be smart on our landing here, so we gotta pay attention, load everything in the kayak that we don't want to fall out, and head on out of here. Whew. All right, we made it back in. Hope you can see me all right, but definitely a little gnarly surf landing, but had to put all the camera gear away, tied everything down, put everything inside the kayak. That's the way to do it, and we made it back in safe and sound. But decent little action out there in like an hour and a half, 2 hours of fishing. We caught pretty much everything what you saw. I'll probably edit out like some of the bluefish. We caught a lot of bluefish, probably like a half a dozen stripers, and no albies. I don't know. I've been skunking hard on the albies so far. I think I've fished 3 times. I tried this morning at a surf casting spot and didn't even see an albie. And then like a week and a half ago, I went out in Mike's boat and saw some albies, had like 2 chances, didn't hook up. And today, like, I had a lot of chances. I saw like a good amount of albies when we first started fishing, probably like half a dozen or a dozen like albie pops. But every single time I threw the Hoagie epoxy out there, or the like little crippled herring, one of those little tiny cocktail blues would snatch it up before the albies probably got a chance to. So that was kind of the challenge. There was probably a lot more bluefish and stripers than, of course, albies. And it was sweet that we caught that one like larger gator-sized blue, and we almost had a couple tussles with a giant seal. That got the adrenaline pumping. My heart's still beating pretty fast. So hell of an outing. I had a good time. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope still that you can see me. But yeah, make sure you subscribe, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and like always, never forget, live to fish, fish to live.